In today's class, we'll learn about problem on inverse Laplace transform using convolution theorem. The problem is using convolution theorem, obtain the inverse Laplace transform of the function s plus 2 divided by s square plus 4s plus 5. The solution of this problem we'll see now.
The problem is using convolution theorem obtain inverse Laplace transform of the function s plus 2 whole divided by s square plus 4s plus 5 whole square. So we'll see the how to simplify this inverse Laplace using convolution. So we need to find inverse Laplace of s plus 2 divided by s square plus 4s plus 5 whole square. So we need to find the inverse Laplace of this. So for this to apply convolution theorem, we need to first choose f dash of s. So among this I will take 1 upon, so we have s square plus 4s plus 5 whole square. So one time bracket I will take it, that is s square plus 4s 5, one time I will take, and g dash of s will choose as s plus 2 whole divided by s square plus 4s plus 5. So if you multiply these both, we will get back this. So one time divided by this one time, so 1 into 1, so it's the same term, so it will become square. We will get back the same equation. Now we need to simplify first, means we need to get first f of t and g of t from this on taking inverse Laplace on both sides. So inverse Laplace of f dash of s is equal to inverse Laplace of 1 upon s square plus 4s plus 5, and second what g dash we have, so inverse Laplace of g dash of s is equal to inverse Laplace of s plus 2 divided by s square plus 4s plus 5. So already we have done such kind of example in the complete squaring. So we need to apply the method of what here, complete squaring, to get f of t and g of t. So now, so this inverse Laplace of f dash of s is nothing but f of t is equal to, so we need to first make a perfect square for this. So perfect square for this is nothing but, so we'll make this one as first perfect square to the right hand side, so which is nothing but 1 divided by s square plus this 4 will write 2 into s into 2, then a square plus 2ab. So b is what here, value of b is 2, so we need b square, so we'll add 2 square, then we'll subtract 2 square and plus 5 as it is. So first we'll simplify, then we'll apply directly to the this one g dash of s. So therefore on simplification of f of t, so what happens here, so f of t is equal to L inverse of 1 divided by, so this will become a square plus 2ab plus b square. These three terms will become a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is nothing but s plus 2 whole square minus 4 square plus 5, it will become 1 plus 1. So we got this. So similarly, so for this also I will write directly as here. So L inverse of g dash of s is nothing but g of t is equal to L inverse of, I will write directly, so s plus 2 numerator as it is divided by simplification of s square plus 4s plus 5, which one already we have solved, I will write directly. So it is nothing but s plus 2 square plus 1. So hope you have understood this step. So now this is of the standard form. So 1 upon, so we need to apply first shifting property of our inverse Laplace transform. So it is nothing but a value is nothing but 2 here. So therefore, so f of t is equal to it will become a value is 2 minus 2, a value is minus 2, so therefore it will become a value is minus 2, so therefore e raised to minus 2t inverse Laplace of 1 upon s plus 2 will be replaced by s, it will become s square plus 1. Similarly in g of t also, so we have s plus 2, s plus 2, same bracket, no need of manipulation of a numerator bracket here, so therefore it will become again a value is minus 2, e raised to minus 2t into inverse Laplace of s plus 2 will be changes to s, so it will become s divided by s square plus 1. So 1 I will make it as 1 square so that we can apply the standard formula of inverse Laplace. So therefore e raised to minus 2t, so L inverse of 1 upon s square plus a square is nothing but, so sine of at upon a value is 1 in among this inverse, so therefore sine of t divided by 1. So and similarly here g of t will become e raised to minus 2t, so s divided by s square plus 1 square, that is nothing but cos of t. So therefore f of t and g of t we got it as what here, e raised to 2 minus 2t into sin t and e raised to minus 2t into cos t. This t will be replaced by, in f of t I will replace f of u is equal to e raised to minus 2u into sine of u, to apply in the convolution theorem, and g of t minus u is equal to e raised to minus 2 times t minus u into cos of t minus u. Or I can say that, so this above is nothing but e raised to minus 2t into e raised to minus is plus 2u into cos of t minus u. Which one? So if you want to be first one, we'll use that one, or second one, we'll see in the situation. So now by the theorem of convolution, we'll write it as, so we have the convolution theorem, inverse Laplace of f dash of s into g dash of s is equal to integration 0 to t, which is nothing but u, the value of u, f of u into g of t minus u du. So we'll apply here, so which is nothing but, so left hand side will apply later, so right hand side 0 to t, f of u is nothing but e raised to minus 2u into sine of u into g of t minus u is nothing but, I will write e raised to minus 2t into e raised to 2u into cos of t minus u du. So next we are integrating with respect to u, means e raised to 2t, all are in multiplication, e raised to minus 2t is a constant, will keep outside, so e raised to minus 2t outside, integration 0 to t, so e raised to minus 2u and e raised to plus 2u cancels each other, so we'll going to left here sine u into cos of t minus u du. Now so here sin a into cos b formula, or okay, so we need to apply sin a into cos b formula, that is the better. So e raised to minus 2t integration 0 to t, so it is nothing but 1 by 2 times, so 1 by 2 times sine of a plus b, a value is u and b value is t minus u, sine of a plus b, that is u plus t minus u, plus sine of a minus b, that is u minus t minus minus plus u, okay, into du. Now simplify first, which is nothing but e raised to minus 2t integration 0 to, we have not applied again, still this one 1 by 2 will take outside, so sine of t plus u minus u cancels, so sine t is left. Next plus u plus u is nothing but what here, 2u, minus t into du. So we got two terms, so we need to integrate now both the terms one by one now. So first integration of, so e raised to minus 2t upon 2 as it is, integration of sine t with respect to u. Sine t with respect to u is a constant, so I can say that, so sine t is a constant, integration of constant with respect to u is what your u plus, so this is nothing but first a term, limit from 0 to t, so u will be replaced by 0 to t, plus second term, integration of sine of 2u minus t is nothing but again uh, so this function of u, so therefore integration of sine of 2u minus t is nothing but minus cos of 2u minus t divided by differentiation of 2u minus t with respect to u is nothing but 2. So this is also limit from u from 0 to t. So therefore finally we'll get it as 1 upon e raised to minus 2t upon 2 as it is. If you apply here upper limit for this, only we need to apply. So sine t as it is, so it will become upper limit is what here t, lower limit is 0. So first term is over, second term plus into minus is minus, it will be, so if you apply, so 1 by 2 will keep as it is here. So cos of, if you apply upper limit u as t, u will replace by t, so it will become what here, cos of 2t minus t minus, if you apply lower limit, so u will be replaced by 0, 2 into 0 is 0, so cos of minus t, cos of minus t is nothing but cos t. So on simplification we'll get this one as e raised to minus 2t upon 2, so t minus 0 is t, t into sine t, minus 1 by 2 times cos of 2t minus t is nothing but cos of t, minus minus plus 1 by 2 times cos of t. So plus and minus cancels here, so we finally will get the answer as inverse Laplace of s plus 2 divided by s square plus 4s plus 5 whole square will be e raised to minus 2t into t sine t divided by 2, which is the required solution of the given inverse Laplace transform using convolution theorem. So this is one of the important kind of example I can say here.